How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetics. Choose a genetic. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail. Pick a class. Deadeye chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your...
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the...
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here. But you know it's blue blood in our veins, and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. this is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. Take your time. The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Right in the face. Down to half your health. emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organs that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Feels good. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from... There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Spark metal going pew-pew is never a good... Gonna need a key of some kind. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Take some time. There you go. The Wheeled One is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the Wheeled One before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and the legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the... It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Mumas did... Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. He understands. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of light. You might... The Nono prefer... You'll need a net to catch. You handle that net like... He lost you there for a while. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Murkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoofpuff at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porkypuff at the end of the route to the southeast. You're getting the hang of it. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.